Respected to the principal, esteemed teachers, and all my dear friends. A very good morning to one and all.
On this glad and pleasant morning, we, the students of 10B, are here to perform a class assembly.
Since this is our last opportunity to perform our class assembly in this academic year, we, the students of 10B, thank our beloved Reverend Brother Principal and loving teachers for encouraging us from the childhood to till date.
Let us start our day with prayer song.
God blessed us with loving parents, caring teachers, sharing friends, and many more. Prayer song is the musical and lyrical way to praise God. Let's praise God's greatness in the form of a prayer song. Prayer song by a class choir. Friends, please open page number 6 for prayer song.
Friends, kindly join your hands, close your eyes, bob your heads and pray. Prayer by Soil.
O God, thou art truth and the origin of all knowledge, bless our studies which we consecrate to you, and lighten our minds, strengthen our memories, and direct our will towards what is right. Grant us to seek truth always and make us to live wise.
I request everyone to please sit down.
Good morning, guys. How's the day?
I can't hear you. Okay. What is the theme of our week? Then what is greatness? I am asking, what is greatness? Don't you know? What is greatness? I need 2 friends to come here. No one? I need 2 friends from any standard. What do you feel about greatness? Are you great?
Yes,
Why are you great?
because I am a child. I can study well.
That's right.
Greatness is nothing but a proud feeling.
Are you feeling proud?
Yes,
Why are you feeling proud?
I can study well and I can show the talent to the world.
Then you are great. You think? Do you think about greatness?
Feeling proud.
Why are you feeling proud?
I have passed 6th class.
You passed 6th class because you are great. What do you feel about proud?
Proud means doing something well.
Wealthy? Well. Then, do you know the theme of the last week?
Optimism.
Is there any link? Okay, now my friends will clarify all your doubts.
Hey Satvika, why are you so sad?
What to say, Sumedha? I want to be great, but no one is telling me how to be great and what actually is greatness.
Oh, that's it. Here are our friends to give you and our friends a lot of information about greatness.
Good morning. Goodness, simplicity, greatness. These three are one, and the sanctity of perfection cannot be separated. All greatness springs from goodness, and goodness is profoundly simple. Without goodness, there is no greatness. The work of greatness is enduring and preservative, and not violent and destructive. The greatest souls are the most gentle. Greatness is never optical. It works in silence, seeking no recognition. This is why it is not so easily perceived and recognized. A grateful heart is the beginning of greatness. It is an expression of humility. It is a foundation for development of such virtues as prayer, faith, courage, contentment, happiness, love, and well-being. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and ability to affect those around him positively. The price of greatness is responsibility. There is no greatness where there is no goodness, simplicity, and truth. Human greatness is not in wealth or power, but it actually lies in their character and goodness. People are just people, and people have faults and shortcomings. But we need to know that we are all born with basic goodness. Over to Shikara.
Greatness. We may all consider what greatness means or what greatness stands for. But in reality, it defines who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Man was designed for accomplishing accomplishment, engineered for success, and endowed with the seeds of greatness. Every human being strives and aspires to be great, but only a handful of people know what it is and achieve it. Greatness can only be achieved through the acceptance of the things that you cannot change. If you believe that your life is already great, then it will be what you believe it is. Remember, when you are good at something, you will tell everyone about it. But when you are great at something, everyone will tell you about it. So friends, believe in yourself and try to become great. Over to Cindy.
Greatness is within all of us. Everyone here have the capacity to be absolutely good at something. In fact, I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to argue that you're doing yourself huge disservice by not being as great as you could possibly be. I want to persuade you to be open to the possibility that you indeed have greatness inside you. But it's all in your hands. Usually, it involves someone with a burning desire to reach an impossible goal, and if they fail also, they try so hard until they are at greatness. So friends, remember, you all have seeds of greatness inside you. Today can be your beginning. Today could be the start of something amazing. Don't wait for the world to recognize your greatness. Live it and let the world catch up to you. Finally, I'm asking you to realize that you're the authors of your own stories. And if you're writing your own story, why can't you write a great one? As I said at the beginning of the speech, it's all in your hands. Over to Rhoda.
Greatness is a term used for something beyond the ordinary. Greatness is something that someone had done a unique work which is recognized by the people. The definition of greatness is remarkable and outstanding. Another definition of greatness is superior in quality, character and noble. Greatness is just like crossing the finish line with the attitude of only winning the first position without a second thought. Some reasons why people become great is they do things for the people, they will help the people and will achieve the things which we think are impossible. People don't become great because they do great things. They become great because they do things in a great way. There are a number of examples. For instance, Michael Jordan is said to be the definition of greatness. Another person whom I consider great is Mark Twain, because though he had several jobs which gave him happiness and satisfaction like an ordinary person, something else made him great all over the world, and that is his hard work and perspiration. Friends, everybody wants to become great, but the person who does hard work, who has self-confidence and self-motivation in him, is the person who deserves to be great. Over to Pranati.
Greatness is not something given, it is something earned. It sets someone apart from the rest, apart from what people call normal. Greatness can symbolize who someone is by a person simply performing whatever makes them great. Our imagination leaves us with endless possibilities. Greatness has a reputation to be set aside for the specialists and the experts. The true greatness is in all of us, but we just need to be discovered. The great people never perceive or know that they are great. So, greatness is a choice. It is not the function of circumstance. It is a matter of conscience, choice and discipline. To perform a level of greatness, we need to commit to a level of work, time and effort than most. If you dream, you have to plan. If you plan, you have to act. And that brings you greatness. Therefore, greatness is an equal opportunity quest, regardless of vocation. So, we can all commit to greatness. Over to Kaushik.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness touched upon them. So said the Shakespeare in one of his plays. One thing is common, everybody wants to become great. Why to become great? The answer is obvious, because the greatness had its own rewards. Name and fame, ovation and applause, red carpet welcome, and wealth. There is practically no field where one cannot achieve greatness. From great minister to great cook. In all ranks there can be greatness. How to become great? There are degrees and shades of greatness as the shades in colors. Greatness in a particular field cannot be equated with a greatness in a different field. So each one has their own specialized field to achieve their own standard and ideal of greatness. One thing is that greatness cannot be achieved so easily. To achieve greatness, a lot of perspiration and hard work is needed. One may have the genius in him, but he would have to use it. Even a diamond must be polished and pasted in order to sparkle. Otherwise, it would continue to be a crude lump of gem. So, in order to become great, one has to work hard for it. Shakespeare is not fully right in the above quoted statement. It may be true, some are born great, but the real greatness is a fruit of an hard labor. Over to Karthik.
Greatness is a God-gifted natural ability which is given to every particular individual. It makes a person superior and extraordinary when compared to others. Greatness is recognized by the indigenous class and quality in his work. Greatness is neither slave of qualification, education, nor wealth and power. there is a great saying of Swami Vivekananda: fill the brains with highest thoughts, ideals before you day and night, and after that will come great work. In the philosophical point of view, greatness is an incredible flower in the garden of human heart, whose spreading fragrance enlightens and glitters many minds and hearts. Greatness doesn't born by itself. To achieve greatness, one has to cross numerous hurdles and obstacles in his life. But a great mind with determination, conviction and perseverance will reach to incredible heights. There is a quote of Napoleon Hill: the altitude of success depends upon the depth of the struggle. To achieve greatness, one has to practice by putting good qualities, manners, cultures and habits into one's life. Therefore, we all should develop and grow the plantations of goodness and great thoughts in the orchards of mind. Over to Balaji.
How to become a great person in life? You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Number 1, identify your passions. Before you can achieve success, you will first have to define what success means to you. While it may take years to realize what you want to do with your life, identifying your passions, interests and values will help you set goals and give your life a sense of meaning. Number 2, make a list of your goals and what you might do to achieve them. Be sure to address both short-term and long-term goals. Try to think beyond financial and career goals such as personal goals for bettering yourself. Number 3, live purposefully. In order to achieve success and be the person you want to be, you have to pay attention to your actions. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing going to lead me where I want to be in life? Number 4, stick to your commitments. Planning is not sufficient. Keeping your word is also important. If you tell someone that you'll do something, do it. Be honest about your limits. Your greatness is not what you have, it's what you give. What to praise you.
It's time for us to rise up and achieve our true potential. It's time to ignore the naysayers, and of course it's time for greatness. Greatness is within all of us. Everyone has the true potential and capacity to be absolutely great at something. How to achieve greatness? Number 1, change your mindset. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Most of them see themselves as they are at the present moment with all the present stresses, financial obligations, family responsibilities and many more. Instead, make it a point to direct your mind towards the possibilities and your ideal future. Instead of seeing the present version of yourself, why don't you see yourself as a designed future plan? Number 2, are actions. If you are actually taking an action on the things which will take you closer to your goals, 2 things will happen. Firstly, your work will be less, and secondly, you will reach your goals faster and more efficiently. Number 3, busyness. Busy is a trap. We fill our lives with the things which make us distracted and diverted from being great. All we need to do is that, follow 5 things. But the key is to follow the right 5 things instead of following a million of wrong things. Last but not the least, number 4, attachment with goal. Attachment is a 2-sided coin. We have our attachment to the present and our attachment to the future. Being overly attached to the present doesn't work out. So friends, I conclude by saying, be great. Thank you.
Thank you friends. Now I understood how to be great. I hope you also understood.
Hey Sumira, how are the speeches?
Of course they were good, but it's better to see practically.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Now here are our friends to present a skit.
Sita and Geeta were neighbors.
Hi Sita, coming after a long business trip. How was your trip and how are you? I'm fine and my trip was too successful.
They both had good relationships. Days passed. One day they had a misunderstanding over a simple thing.
It's wrong on your part. No, you're responsible.
Both started quarreling. Suddenly they heard a voice. This stranger who walked in was their king in a disguise.
What's the matter? Why are you quarreling?
Who are you?
I am a peasant. I am on my way to village. I saw you quarreling, so I thought I would help you.
Listen.
Sita narrated what had happened.
Oh, this is simple. I will tell you the verdict.
The king, who was in disguise, gave the verdict.
I will not accept your verdict. Our case is complicated. A peasant can't solve this. Better you carry on.
Okay, better we will take our case to our king.
Okay, let's go tomorrow.
The next day, both Sita and Geeta went to the king.
Tell me your case.
Both narrated their side.
The verdict is...
King gave the same verdict what he gave the day before.
This is the best verdict. I accept it, my lord.
But I heard that yesterday you denied to accept the same verdict which was given by the peasant.
That we...
I will tell you. Since the man said he was a peasant, you cannot accept it. Do not judge by the outer look. A person might be simple, but he might have a great experience and a good knowledge.
I realize, my lord, I will never repeat this again.
Moral of the story is, greatness may lie in a simple man, and sometimes a rich man may not have the greatness. So, we should not judge greatness by its physical appearance. Thank you.
Importance of the day will be presented by Sri Teja and Srija.
Importance of the day. Importance of the day.
Importance of the day. Today is celebrated as the International Yoga Day. Yoga is a physical, mental and spiritual practice attributed mostly to India. Practicing yoga is one of the ways to grow into a better human being with a sharp mind, a good heart and a relaxed soul.
Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and that cannot remain silent. There is nothing in the world like music, and today is celebrated as the World Music Day. Today, on June 21st, there will be very long hours of daylight in the northern hemisphere and few hours of daylight in the southern hemisphere. Thank you.
The heartbeats have gone up and everyone is eager to sink into the depth of music, song and joy.
There is an old saying, music can melt rocks. Now, here are our friends to entertain you with a special song. I think your hearts have melted with such a pleasant song.
A day without a thought is like a curry without salt. Thought for the day is presented by Soumya.
Great words come from great minds. Greater words come from great hearts. I repeat, great words come from great minds. Greater words come from great hearts. Thank you.
Today's happenings around the world will be presented by Hemant, Yashwant, Nivedita and Satyapriya.
International news. Algeria country has done away with internet to stop students from cheating. US trade reference program enhances pace of economic reforms, says India. US become first member to pull out of UN Human Rights Council. NASA to monitor plants' water usage through new eco-stress. India urges OPEC nations to fill supply gap, ensure sustainable prices.
State news. Technology fails to curb graft in sanitation bill. Mining goes unchecked in Warangal. Metro parking tenders in July. Youth donate shoes to school children. Telangana passport service rule best in India. Hyderabad Metro better than Chennai and Bangalore. National news. Jammu and Kashmir reigns back in Vohra's hand. China plays it safe over envoy's trilateral idea. Sitaraman meets Matria Javan's skill. Don't use yoga as political tool, says Muslim Boris.
Sports news. Ronaldo's power eliminated Monaco. England break their own ODI world record after smashing 481 against Australia. New Zealand new T20 record lasts just 3 hours. BCCI to announce the attendance of Women's World Cup 2018. Thank you.
If music is a place, then Warangal is the city, St. Gabriel's High School is the landmark, 10B is the road, Western music means we. Symphony by Preetham, Heber and Jeevan.
request our class teacher to speak a few words about our class assembly.
Respected brother, my dear students and teachers, good morning to all. Firstly, congratulations to my students of 10th B. I am not good at English. If there is any mistakes, please excuse me. So, greatness. What is greatness? Different persons give different ideas. I am going to explain the greatness in 3 areas. In classroom, after intermediate, and in your future. Generally, students are feeling that we are good at mathematics, good at science, good at languages. I am good at all subjects. So I am very great. Actually, it is not great. So, teaching the subject, whatever you know, to others, those who are weak, it is greatness. Some of you treating as good students in that particular class or sections. How you are behave as good students, you know. Changing attitude of your friends, those who are behaving badly, that is what is the greatness of you. Sometime in classroom, mostly 70% students are listening either teachers or principal words. But remaining 30% will listen their friends' words. That's why, please teach your friends. They may change. Suppose a student X is not good at mathematics, not understanding what teacher is teaching. Sometimes that the student may understand your teaching, your way of teaching, your way of explanation. Improving that particular student is a greatness of you. That is the meaning of you are great in mathematics or great in science. Next one, after 10th class or intermediate, you will get, after 10th class, you may get 10 points in mathematics, in all subjects. Getting 10 points is not greatness. Teaching to your juniors how to get 10 points in all subjects is greatness. After intermediate, you may get IIT ranks, you may get rank in NEET and so on, you may get civils rank and so on. Achieving that top levels is not greatness. Teaching your friends, teaching your colleagues, teaching what is that surrounding persons to reach such type of levels is greatness. At present, in Telangana state, more than 78% people under below poverty lines. So, after some years, we may get lot of wealth. Having wealth is not greatness. Helping the others, greatness. Now, after some years, this 75% under what is that below poverty line people may decrease to 40 or 60, but still there is 50% below poverty line people. So if one person helps one other person, it may reach 100%. This is only my idea. Greatness is what? Helping others, teaching others whatever you know, showing kindness. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to call upon a respected principal, the sculptor of human character, a seasoned scholar and navigator of this flagship of knowledge to present his valuable message.
Good morning to you all. Was it a great assembly? And great assembly requires great applause. Okay, good. That makes it all the more greater. And now, different people here were trying to tell you what greatness is all about. Are you all great? Do you consider yourself great? Yes, maybe, may not be. And what do you think makes you great? What do you think can make you great? Now you may not feel you're great. What do you think can make you great? That is, those are some of the things those students and the class teacher was trying to tell you. All of you are good. Are you all good? Yes, that you are responding correctly. You are all good. But you may not be able to say today that you are great. Now, what makes a good person great? Yes? A great person is someone who stands out of the crowd. He won't be like everybody else. He will be much different from the others. And that difference is in his goodness. The goodness is that Mr. Balsam was trying to tell you. Now, I can have money. I may have 1,000 rupees today. Tomorrow I may have add to that another 1,000 rupees. And then every day we keep adding 1,000 rupees each. And I may fill my home with money. Will that make me great? No. Then what would make me great? If I know how to spend that money on others and help others, that can possibly make me great. Now, greatness is doing good things and keep on doing good things and then accumulating those good things. That makes you great. Now, you should also understand what talent you have, what God has given you by way of talent, and how to use that talent for the society, for the well-being of the society. And those people who have used the talent God gave to them and used for the welfare of the society and uplifted the society are called great. Any great person you take, you will see that. Now, you may say, then what do the great sports persons do? Now, great sport persons, they also raise the level of others by performance. And also their life outside the games field, if it is something exemplary, they would be also considered great. And that is why some of the great sports persons, they speak about what sort of character they have and then what sort of thing they do outside, and then accordingly they measure out their greatness. So now in your classroom you can be called great, you can become great in your classroom. Not by saying that I have this, and those are proud people who say, those who have little, they'll try to magnify it and say that, yes, I am great. That doesn't make you great, that makes you proud. Great people are people who are humble, and those who have no time to speak about the little things they have done, but they look for more and more good things to be done. And they spend time doing good things. And the theme of the year is directed at making you great. What is that? First, your ability to see what is good around. And then also your ability to speak good things around. Speak about good things around. And then you keep hearing good things around and don't waste your time listening to negative things, bad things. Don't waste your time. That doesn't make you any great. And then most importantly, the greatness comes to you with your doing good. And more you do that, and then you become greater and greater. So do good and look for the great things that you can do and become greater and greater. Thank you.
Thank you, brother, for your inspiring words.